I just bought 10 strange Barbie dolls, and today we're gonna open them and test them out and decide whether they really are strange or if they're actually kind of cool. Now, not too long ago, we did look at the top 10 most controversial Barbies, which a lot of those dolls are also strange, so make sure you go check out that video. Now, our first doll is from 1972, a little over a decade after Mattel released the first ever Barbie. And by that point, Mattel had us in the palm of their hand, with their finger wrapped around us, literally.
Surprise! Do you see what I see? You can make Barbie's hands open and close, so now she can actually hold things. She's new Busy Barbie with 5 of her own fun things to hold. You can make Busy Ken, Steffi, and Francie hold fun things too. Surprising Barbie!
Now, inside this box, we actually have our one and only Ken on today's list. I promise the rest are Barbie, but the female characters in this lineup were way too expensive. And this is also our one and only doll on the list who's not new in box because, again, they were way too expensive for me. The rest of the dolls on our list are brand new in box. But regardless, we can still take a look at this hand and thumb gimmick without the packaging. And the doll inside of here is not in the original outfit, but I did buy the original outfit as well as some accessories that he would have originally come with, but oh my gosh. He actually looks really good though. Like he's in great condition. Oh my goodness. Wow, he looks great. Okay, let's first though talk a little bit more about the history. These Busy dolls came out in 1972. There was Ken, Barbie, Steffi, and Francie, and there was also a talking Busy collection where they had a pull string in the back and they would talk. This doll does not talk. I apologize. Really, it was the thumb gimmick that I thought was interesting and intriguing and kind of strange, very different and unique. This was a time when Mattel was wanting to prove that Barbie was more than just a doll that you could dress up and display. Like, they wanted her to be more action oriented. So they gave her and Ken thumbs, but these holding hands did not stay in production for very long. They tended to be pretty fragile. They could break easily if you played with them a lot. It was probably a little more costly also to produce these sort of hands, but there actually were a couple of non-Busy dolls that had these holding hands. Like there was I think European Western Barbie that had the holding hands and like a sporting Barbie as well, and there could have been more, but I'm gonna open up his accessories and his other outfit and get him dressed in this original outfit so that way it can feel as close to the original 1972 experience. Great. So in here we've got our accessories. These dolls would come with like 16 different accessories. They would come with cups, like a cup tray holder, a record player, TVs, a briefcase, a telephone, and I wanted to make sure that I got my favorite accessories, which are the telephone and the record player. And then I also got lucky and they had a briefcase, a little carrying case. These accessories, they were like brown plastic. There are some stickers on them, and this briefcase or suitcase or whatever should be able to open. Yes. Yeah, it can open. There's obviously nothing inside, but we also have this record player right here that Ken could hold. There are some stickers on it. There's a record on it and a record scratcher, and then the record can spin and the record can come off as well. And then finally, we also have our telephone right here. Okay, so let's get him dressed in his original outfit. Now, remember how I said that this doll seemed like he was in amazing condition? Well, his arms at the joints have melted and they are very stiff, so I might have to work on this a little bit to get him to be able to move and pose. Yeah, it's like, they're like really stuck in there. I might have to boil his arms or blow dry it for a little bit to get it to soften up. Yeah, I apologize he's naked, but even his legs are locked and stuck into place, so I'm gonna try heating him up and see if this will help. Okay, while I was fixing up Ken, I found this. Inside this box is the Busy Steffi doll. I found her for a price I was willing to pay. I love that she's packaged like a Subway footlong, but just like with Ken, almost all of these Busy dolls, their limbs fall off, so I'm gonna fix Ken and Steffi. I will show you Ken first and then Steffi after. Okay, we are finally back. I just spent, not gonna lie, like 5 hours trying to fix him. I just went on YouTube and watched some tutorials on how to fix melted joints. Disney Barbie Girl has an amazing tutorial, but anyways, he's finally fixed. for the most part. And I went ahead, I also tied a string onto the phone and the base, and he's so cute in his original outfit. But let's see this weird thumb situation right here. So it is like a little tricky to put things in their hands. Maybe it's just easier to do it with your hands. You can like pull and open and then close them. Just the way that this has to be mechanically does look kind of funny to me. Like it looks like they have these bionic thumbs. Okay, there we go. So he can hold that. He can finally raise his arm. In the elbow, he also has a click joint, so he can bend his arm just a little bit. We could even have him hold this little record right here, and then in the other hand, come on, there we go. He can carry the record player like that. Okay, so Steffi is finally as good as she's going to get, and unfortunately, her thumbs don't work. They are loose and they don't close like the way that Ken's thumbs would snap back perfectly. Hers just, they're very loose, unfortunately. But you know what? It doesn't matter. At least we still have somewhat of an example of one of the female characters. But yeah, Ken's thumbs are really, I really appreciate them now that I'm seeing hers. His just, they really snap back, like, see that? Let's see if they can at least hold hands. I know that Barbie might not love this, but you know what? Barbie, she's not insecure. Wow, but like, I mean, Ken's hands are so huge on this doll. Okay, there we go. You know, kind of, sort of works. Oh, and we could maybe put some accessories in their other hands. Okay, so there we go. They're holding things, they're holding hands, but now you tell me. Are these hands strange or cool? Okay, so since we just learned that in 1972, Barbie and Ken held hands for the first time, in 1978, Barbie and Ken took their relationship to the next level with Kissing Barbie.
Barbie câline doux rêve et Ken superstar musical cherche partout le rouge à lèvres de Barbie. Le rouge à lèvres est retrouvé. Barbie par Mattel.
So here again, we have a Barbie with an interesting mechanical gimmick. Right here, this should be Kissing Barbie, and Mattel also released a Kissing Christie. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. Here we go. At the top right here, it says the doll who kisses. Down here, we see she comes with this lipstick accessory. And at the very bottom down here, it says make her kiss. See her lips pucker. And on the side of the box, they show you some things that you can do with her, like the lipstick. And then when you press the button on her back, her head should tilt forward and then her lips pucker out. You could make her kiss Ken, she could kiss you, or she could seal an envelope shut with a kiss. Okay, so we've got our instructions. She came with a little bouquet. This is really pretty, actually. And her lipstick is in here, too. There's some disintegrated tape and whatnot on here. And I think this lipstick is just a stamp. Yes, okay, interesting. I don't know if this will still work, but we'll find out in just a little bit. Ooh, also, like, some of her hair is pink. I'm assuming that the dress must have dyed it by accident. And oh my gosh, this is so cute. So these are her little envelopes right here that you could punch out. And then we've got things here. Oh, need more lipstick. I guess you could order more lipstick if you ever needed to. And then we've got instructions. But I think this is pretty simple and straightforward. You just press this button on her back and she should be able to give you a kiss. And it's supposed to make a like kissing squeaky noise. So this is what the button looks like on the back. Even her back has some pink stains on it. But the interesting thing about this doll is that she is like Ed Gein and she's wearing a face mask. Literally, she is wearing a vinyl Barbie mask over this scary looking mechanism. There's a great blog called Jen Joy's All Dolled Up page, and she describes the face mechanism as like Terminator Barbie, which I think is so funny because it is hilarious to think that like she's just this mechanical thing wearing a deceiving mask and underneath she looks a little scary. Let's try out the kissing thing. So, oh wow. Okay, it's kind of hard to see. Look at that. That is so weird. Look at that. She looks so crazy. Her head is kind of like poking forward. It's not really moving that much, but okay, let's try the lipstick. Here we go. I don't think the lipstick is gonna work. Like, it looks very dried up. Let me maybe spray this with some water just to juice it back up. I think, ooh, it looks a little, maybe too wet. Let's have her kiss my hand. Oh, okay. It's just like a wet blob. I put way too much water on this lip thingy. Now, unfortunately, that like totally just took off some of her lipstick that's painted on already, so I don't think I'm gonna use this lipstick thing. I don't want to destroy her lips. She can hold her bouquet of flowers, and she can give you all a kiss. That is so weird. And again, I don't think I'm going to bother having her kiss one of these envelopes because the stamp did not really work. It's dried out. That's to be expected. A lot of these dolls are old, so their features and their gimmicks may not be working as well as they once did. Okay, our next doll right here I do think is a little weird. This doll came out around 1978 or 79, and this is Lovin Malibu Barbie. And what made this doll weird is that underneath her bathing suit, she has these peekaboo tan lines. Wow, okay, so here she is. Her box is very yellowed, her plastic right here, but you can sort of see on this picture her tan lines popping out, and they even did Ken, Christy, PJ, and Skipper in this collection. They've got sunglasses that they come with, and it says Lovin Malibu Barbie, the doll with the peekaboo tan. And this doll is one that I wonder if there was much or any controversy surrounding her at the time. I know that tanning was a big part of the 70s and even up until like the 2010s. I remember when I was in high school, I thought that I needed to be very tan. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. She's also really pretty. Oh, but I didn't notice that her little B is missing. It's supposed to have the letter B right on there. Oh, I found it. It's right here, actually. Yeah, there it is. I will probably have to glue it back on with some fabric glue. That's totally fine, but oh my gosh, look at that. She has her tan lines up at the top and also down here. And for demonstrational purposes, I will show you the full tan line situation, okay? So I'm gonna warn you, she's got her top down, but here we go. This is the situation. Yeah, she's got the full tan lines. It's just so funny to make this be a play feature for a doll. And she's got the sunglasses, and they are real mirrored glasses. I love this. She also comes with this beach bag right here. Oh my gosh, even on her hips, she's got the tan lines too. And now these tan lines, they are just painted onto her skin, so they could wear off and fade off really easily. I do see that a lot with these dolls secondhand that are not new in box. Now, like I said, I don't know if there was controversy around this doll at the time, because obviously we now know that tanning too much can result in some skin damage. So, you know, I don't know if they'd want to send that message to kids anymore. But at the same time, I'm not mad that this doll exists because she is really cute, actually. I'm really happy with her. I mean, you know, the tan lines, it is kind of strange, but also kind of cute. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Okay, taking things to a new level of strange, we have 1980 Winking Western Barbie.
Western Barbie! Here's the new Western Barbie. When you press her back, she winks.
Can I have your autograph, ma'am?
Sure, partner. Dad.
New Western Barbie doll comes with an autographed stamp, a Western outfit, and all you see here from Mattel.
Now, if you saw this doll today and you were not a Barbie fan and you've never heard of this doll, you might think that she had like one too many drinks at the country club, and she's probably the epitome of dolls aging badly when it comes to the vinyl and the plastic and the materials that they were made with. But that being said, I don't think this doll looked that great when she was first released. She always sort of looked a little wonky, but just like our Kissing Barbie, this girl right here, wow, oof, she looks rough. This girl right here has a mechanism underneath her face mask. and she is sort of like a Terminator Barbie. Oh my goodness, look at her. She looks really, really sad. On the back, we see her at this, you know, movie star red carpet, and we've got some pictures over here as well. She can do her autograph. There's another stamp included with this doll, just like with the Kissing Barbie. Wow, okay. Yeah, here she comes with her headshot and like her pictures, and even on these pictures, how she's supposed to look, I don't know, she still looks kind of goofy, but at the same time, kind of to be expected. They were trying something new and different here. She does come with some accessories, some hairbrushes, and I think a mirror. Oh my goodness, but her eyeball is like out of its socket, but she has this cool kind of Farrah Fawcett fringe or bangs. Look at that, look at her hair. That's so funny, but oh my goodness, her eyeball is like not there. But she does come with this hat and these boots. Ooh, and the hat has like kind of melted onto the plastic bag that it's in. She does look sort of cute with the hat on. Just like Kissing Barbie, this girl has a button in her back. So this is what the button looks like. Oh wait, but where's her stamp? Maybe it's, oh, it's in here. Hold on. I think this is the stamp. Yeah, it looks all dried out. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna bother with the stamp. But all right, let's see what happens when we push the button on her back. I don't think anything's happening. Oh, actually, I do sort of see something kind of peeking out. Yeah, she can't wink, but, you know, maybe someday I will try to learn how to restore her. Again, there's a good Winking Western Barbie restoration on YouTube from Disney Barbie Girl. But I do think that when you put the hat on her, her hair is so cute, and same with this outfit. I do love this a lot. It is a shame that she has just like this one eye over here that's half open, and then this one is just terrifying. But there are a lot of really terrifying pictures of this doll on the internet. Here are a few. But you know what? I do think that there is something charming about her, even just like this. So she will, yeah, she'll be our country club one too many girl. Yeah. Okay, we've got our next doll, and you know, one thing we know about Barbie is that she's always current, she's always on top of the latest trends, and she's never afraid to step outside of her comfort zone and try something new, especially with music. For example, in the 80s, she became a rock star, and in the 90s, she became a rapper.
Hit it! Here's Rappin Rockin Barbie. You can sing along, cause with her boombox, you can rap a song. This Barbie's the hottest, that's what I found, cause her boombox plays a real rap sound. You can rap a song too, with Rappin Rockin Barbie and a Rappin Rockin crew.
Rappin Rockin Barbie doll and friends each have a boombox, Energizer brand batteries included, dolls each sold separately.
Okay, so this is 1992, Rappin Rockin Barbie. And here she is. And this doll, I think we need to replace the oh, it's sort of playing something. It's playing a little beat. And there's also Teresa, Ken, and Christy in the collection. At this time, yeah, hip-hop was beginning to become a lot more mainstream. So of course, Barbie wanted to join in on that. But unfortunately, that would result in some controversy regarding potential cultural appropriation. But when I look at this doll, I think of camp, because Barbie's always camp, especially in the 80s and 90s, and this is right in the middle of that. I think Mattel and Barbie meant this to be just a lighthearted, fun thing. But of course, there are lots of valid points of how people will criticize someone who is not white and blonde hair and blue-eyed and in the hip-hop industry. And of course, you know, people might judge them based on how they look or based on what they say in their music. And so how come now it's okay for Barbie to do it? But her hair is a big mess, I will say. But she also comes with this hat and this jacket and a hoodie with a real hood and these ginormous earrings. And then in here, she's got socks and some sneakers. But yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of strange seeing Barbie with a huge gold chain. It just feels kind of like when your mom or someone is trying to be cool and you're like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? What are you wearing? Why are you acting like that? And I was trying to look it up and see who designed this Barbie, because I know, at the time there was Carol Spencer designing, there was Kitty Black Perkins, but I couldn't figure out and I could not find out who did design her. I'm very curious to know. It's always important to have a well-rounded, diverse team of designers when you're creating a doll, especially one like this, which this doll is taking a specific culture that isn't really hers, and she's kind of wearing it as a Barbie's outfits are always called costumes, so she's, wearing this as a costume, but yeah, that does kind of feel like that's what it is, like she's wearing a costume. Okay, but here is our boom box, and it doesn't really do anything, like these parts don't open or close or move or anything, but we've got our button right here. So she could rap. Oh, that's so funny. So you just hold it down as long as you want, and then once you let go, it stops. I'm amazed that this is still working. But now, like, she could use holding hands, so that way she could hold this. She could hold it like this, kind of sideways. But nonetheless, I think this doll is very iconic, whether it's for the right or wrong reasons. Yeah, that is Rappin Rockin Barbie. Next on our list is 2000's Kitty Fun Barbie.
You're the kitty for me.
Kitty Fun Barbie, marshmallow and me. Got a kitty to feed and a kitty to squeeze.
I'll scoop it up.
Kitty Fun Barbie, marshmallow and me.
Kitty Fun Barbie doll comes with all you need to take care of Kitty. Carrying case turns into a litter box.
And here she is. Now, this doll herself, she's not strange or bizarre. It's just the kitty litter bit is so funny to me. The cat peeing and then picking up the litter clumps is, like, it kind of sounds fun. I don't know. Potentially messy. But the cat also comes with some cute accessories, like these cans of food and this little toy mouse. So Mattel would release this white Barbie right here with the blonde hair. There was also a brunette one, I think, and then also a black Barbie. And I think this doll is actually great for teaching kids some responsibility, how to clean up after your pets. This is really cute. It's a box of litter, like litter refill. Let me try to fold this and put it together. This is adorable, actually. And then we've got our big cat carrier container, which I think this is what turns into the litter box. Yes, so the top, oops, and I guess the door can pop out too, but this top part should slide off, yes. And then this is our litter box. Oh my gosh, and then here's our little litter box scooper. This is cute. Here on the instructions, it says, pets need lots of love and care. And I think that is important for kids to know. And this is a great way to teach kids how to care for their pets. At the same time, I don't know, I think it kind of fits into that strange category, like a peeing cat and then scooping up the litter clumps. Great. Okay, our Barbie is free and she's so pretty. Her hair is really nice. I love this shade of blonde. It's like very sandy blonde, and she's got the sunglasses up there too. And our cat is so fluffy and so furry. We've got this very long curly tail, and then yeah, just like the fluffiest cat in the world, and a little collar on the cat too. I wish that she had those bendable. Oh my god, she does. Yay. Okay, she's got the bendable arms. She can sort of hold the cat. I think the cat might fall. Okay, we've got the scooper out. Oh my gosh, this little toy is so adorable. I usually like to leave the small, tiny accessories in the packaging, but this tiny little mouse toy is so cute. I hope you'll be able to see it. And the little string, and you can... And then there's also the little cans of food in the food bowl. The cans of food are just like solid little plastic bits. There's no food in them, so like you can't really pour anything into the food bowl. Like you could put water in it and pretend it's a water bowl, but the cat has the bottle that it's supposed to drink out of. So anyways, this is just one of the little food bowls. It does say Fancy Feast on it. So we've got some litter, and the litter comes in blue or pink and also green down there, like a aqua turquoise green. And I hope this doesn't make a mess. Yeah, okay. That's probably enough. And then we should be able to scoop. Oh my god, that's fun. Even just like as a little sandbox. All right, so let's fill this up. Okay, I mean, that should be fine, right? So we're supposed to put the water bottle in the cat's mouth like this, and then squeeze. Ooh, the water is like, it doesn't want to go in. Now, oh my goodness, here we go. Now, oh, okay. Do you see that? Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. And then you can scoop up the clumps. That is so funny, but kind of cool. And then you could probably like chop it up, sort of let the sand dry again, and keep playing with the sand. She should have come with like a little waste basket. This is so fun. This is like one of those little like Zen gardens, but instead it's pretend cat litter. Yeah, kind of weird, but at the same time, it is meant to make it seem fun to clean up after your pets. All right, our next doll, I really think takes things even further with the weirdness and the strangeness. We've got Dancin' Flex Barbie from 2003.
Flex Barbie doll. Flexible? Yeah. Bendable? Totally.
So this doll would be the first time that Barbie would have a fully bendable and fully flexible body. Now, this is not the first doll ever to have this body. It's just the first time that Mattel used it on their 11.5-inch Barbie dolls. And of course, this doll is meant to be a dancer, and you could do lots of fun poses. There were also some cheerleader dolls that had this body too. So they are fun, but just the way that their arms are just fully bendable and fully flexible is really funny looking to me. And they remind me of that creature from Courage the Cowardly Dog that has these like flowing, foggy things coming out of them. And it's not even their own limbs, but like for some reason, that is what these dolls can sometimes look like and remind me of. But here on the back, you see the other characters. There was also Christy and Teresa. And if you're wondering, why are all of the dolls on today's list white and blonde and blue-eyed? It's just that these variations were usually produced in really high quantities. Therefore, there's a lot of them to sell on the secondhand market. And therefore, the pricing is usually the least expensive for these kind. So, you know, trying to do things on a budget, okay? And the white dolls are usually the cheapest ones that you can get. And I mean, this doll is gorgeous. Like the screenings, the makeup that they gave these dolls is so glittery and shimmery and shiny, and the outfit is really fun. Very, very 2000s. So we do have some accessories. We've got a non-functional boombox right here. We have a big pink translucent plastic water bottle. We've got our bag right here. This is really cute. It's this light blush pink bag with the silver details. Okay, here we go. She is free. I think her face is so pretty. Her head is like the only part that is a joint that's separate from the rest of the body. But I'm just trying to show you the shoulder, how like, you know, we rarely ever see a Barbie without a shoulder joint. So that is what that looks like. And even at the hip, she's fully connected. But okay, so let's see what kind of poses we can do with her. We've got her little accessories. So we'll pretend that the music is playing and she's about to do some dancing. She can put her arm up like this, like she's doing this dance. She could kick her leg up, even though that does look kind of funny. But she could do this. We can have her do this, where she's like trying to catch her leg. That's kind of cool. But she could also do something crazy looking like this with her hands. Like, very, very strange. Like, you can curl her arms up. It is so bizarre. And she can also, like, bend at the waist, too. We could, like, try to have her do a yoga pose Yeah, she could do something like this. I mean, the arm is still kind of looks like snaky. I'm glad that you have the ability to move her and that she is flexible and posable, and not just like stuck in this forever static pose like our next doll is.
It's American Idol Barbie, our new contestant.
I did it again. That girl can sing. Oh, baby, baby.
American Idol Barbie. Well, judges?
I didn't like it. I loved it!
3 great talents. Who do you want to be the next winner? Let us know with Barbie.com, but first ask your parents.
American Idol playset and dolls with music machine, each sold separately.
So yes, we've got 2005 American Idol Barbie, and I think she definitely has the craziest body out of all the dolls on our list today. Here she is. Now, I actually remember when I was a kid, I somehow ended up with the outfit that this doll is wearing. Yeah, I think my neighbor had this doll, and she let me keep the outfit. But here she is. Oh my goodness. Like this would be a great doll to keep displayed in the box. I think the packaging is beautiful, and especially like the way she's posed, because yeah, she's stuck in this static pose. Let's see if her boombox works. Nothing. We'll have to replace the batteries. And yes, in the collection, there were other characters. There was Barbie, there was Tori, there was Simone. Even just like the way that they're bent and posed back here does look kind of strange. On the topic of bodies and how you're shaped, if you've got like a seemingly perfectly straight spine, some might consider you to be very lucky. And if you're shaped like this, there's nothing wrong with that if you don't have a perfectly straight spine. But it's just, you know, with this doll, they weren't going for that. They were going for like she's in this diva pose, and you can't take her out of the diva pose. Here we go. Yeah, this is the microphone and the machine, and I love this. She has like her demo CDs right here, or they're just karaoke CDs. And she also came with this little backstage pass or something. I got one of the CDs out, as well as the CD jewel case right here. This is so cute, and these cases actually open so we can put the CD inside, and then when it's time, oh jeez, and then when it's time to sing, she could put the CD in here. Yeah, there we go, we can put the CD in there. But I think it would have been cool if she had some kind of angled twist and turn waist, so that way she could turn and face like this way, but then she could angle and kind of bend. Dolls have had that type of feature before with the twist and turn. I mean, like, it is fun, you know? She could be holding her microphone, singing into it, and posing. I do like it. The legs you can do interesting poses with. Like, they're kind of flexible, like our last girl that we just looked at, the Dance and Flex. And the arms are bendable too. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm finally realizing on the bottom back here, it does say Flex Body, but it's kind of a lie, because it's not the Flex Body that we saw on the Dance and Flex, because again, the waist is stuck. I mean, that could work. And then we can get her microphone and she can hold it like this. This is actually really cool. Okay, let's get some batteries. Okay, I really hope this works. All right. It's not working. Wait, maybe. Oh my gosh. That's a bummer, but it's okay. It's always so confusing when, like, I've got dolls from the 90s who have electronic accessories that still work. And then there's some from like the mid 2000s and they don't work. It makes no sense. But let's go ahead, let's take off this dress and see what we're working with. Yeah, just once the outfit is off, she does look even more strange. So once again, I apologize for the doll nudity, but this is for demonstrational purposes, okay? Here we go. This is what we are working with. And yeah, I mean, she is just totally doing this type of dramatic pose. But you know what? That's just a part of what makes this doll so iconic and unique and strange. Okay, here she is in her second outfit. I like this outfit. I think it's cute. I like the pants and I like the little fringy moments hanging off the shirt. There we go. That's fun. You know, I love that the arms are fully bendable and posable. Same with the legs, just like the Dance and Flex dolls. I just think that her torso should have gotten some posability options too. Otherwise, I think the idea of the karaoke machine is fun. Too bad it's not working. But I'm keeping those batteries nearby because we will definitely need them with our next doll.
Talks to you. Wanna sing? Hello?
Hey girl, what's up? No way. It's Barbie. Hang on, I'll check.
Plug in your iPod or MP3 player.
Yeah, new music.
That Divas Barbie doll iPod and MP3 player not included.
Love it.
So I don't know why this doll came in this giant box right here, but this is Chat Divas Barbie from 2006 or 7. I sometimes like to call this animatronic Barbie because, as you saw in the commercial, her mouth is supposed to open and move as she talks. Oh. Ooh, she looks kind of dirty, but here she is. Because of this open window right here, there is like dust and dirt. We will have to clean her up, but look at that. That's kind of scary, like kind of bizarre, kind of creepy. On the box, we can see that her karaoke, again, she's got a karaoke machine. It should play songs. She can really talk and sing. You can plug in your iPod. This is the back of the box. It basically says the same thing, not the front side. There was also a Teresa. Yeah, this was like definitely stored in somebody's dirty basement. There is... Oh my god, there is like a spider web in here, and there's also like droppings all in this. This is disgusting. Hold on. Yeah, like this must have... yeah, like this must have been stored in somebody's basement or garage or attic. Oh my god, that is so gross. What? Wow. I did not realize this was going to be in that bad of condition. Oh my god, this is so disgusting. There's like half a centipede. I'm having to open her in my bathtub because this is just so gross. So gross. Wow. Yeah, there is no way that this doll is going to work, unfortunately. It looks like she was stored in horrible condition, and these batteries have totally rusted, so I'm not really expecting much from this, unfortunately. Okay, so that was disgusting, but I think I've cleaned her up as good as we could. You know, I think she's looking a little better. Unfortunately, though, she's not gonna work. Like, her battery compartment is totally rusted. Even like the little spirals on those battery spiral thingies they're gone. They've rusted away. So I bought this, and the doll inside of here is supposed to work according to the seller on eBay. Now, she's not new in the box, which in this case is for the better, because how would the seller of this have known that it was rusting and destroyed? So hopefully this one will work. Okay, there's something in here and something here. So let's start with this one because I think this is the doll. And here we have, ooh, Teresa, which I did not notice this. Her chin has chipped away. You know what? We're not going to bother restoring her. I just want to get right to it and see if she really, truly does work. Okay, so this piece is a part of the stand. This is this thing, and I'm assuming the batteries in here, they must work, but let's find out. We will assemble this and pop her onto here. Let's do this.
Love it!
Oh, wow.
Hey girl, what's up? Want a food?
Oh my god, the mouth.
Girl, she's the girl. She's the one gonna change the world.
I'm curious if she will work on here.
See you in a bit.
Oh!
Hey girl, what's up?
Oh my gosh.
Want a food?
You're supposed to be able to plug in like an iPod or some kind of music device, and it should play music. So let's see if it really works. Okay. Oh, and we can put her microphone in her hand so she can be...
Girl, she's the girl. She's the one gonna change the world. Poppin', rockin', talkin', shopping, bring the beat. The girl.
But why is her mouth not moving?
Think you could do better?
She said, do you think you could do better? Why is her mouth not moving?
Should we sing or call someone?
It's like kind of moving. I wonder if Teresa's better.
It's Barbie. Don't you get my message? No way. Really? You won't believe this. Later, girl.
Oh my god, it's like she's on the phone.
See you in a bit.
Oh, maybe it's because her hand is up. Maybe if we put her hand down.
It's Barbie.
And maybe put this one up.
You gotta grab it. And if you sing it, you better bring it. Come on.
There we go. Okay, well, that's it. I think you get the idea that is supposed to be going on here. I'm so bummed that this one didn't work. It would be cool if we had both of them, Barbie and Teresa, but you know what? I'm lucky to even just have one of them working for right now. And at least She looks cute. She definitely needs some help, but there we go.
Bye-bye.
Oh, okay, our next doll came out in 2009 and was in celebration of Barbie's 50th anniversary. And what better way to celebrate your 50th anniversary than to get a tattoo?
Totally tattoos is totally me. Perfect tattoos. Everything to make tattoos easy. Load it, time it, hold it, show it. Easy for you, easy for me, easy for Barbie. That's so Barbie. Load it, time it, hold it, show it. Barbie girls.
Totally Stylin Tattoos Barbie doll with tattoo stamper and 40 tattoos for you.
So this doll would actually appear in this one article that was all about like the most controversial Barbies of all time. And with this doll, there's always this fake photo of her with a tattoo on her very, very lower back with Ken's name on it. And I don't know what that picture is from, but it's not from this doll. This doll does not come with a tattoo that says Ken. Sure, the kid could put the tattoo wherever they want, but honestly, kids deserve the freedom to be able to play with their toys. So if they want to put a tattoo somewhere, it's really not going to hurt anybody if they do. Lots of people who did not play with tattooing Barbies grew up to want to have tattoos. So playing with a tattooed Barbie doesn't mean that you will also grow up to want tattoos. I hope that makes sense. But these are obviously temporary tattoos. This doll does not come with any permanent tattoo. Here she is. Now her tattooing gun or device has fallen down, and we can put tattoos on her, on us, and on her clothes as well. So she comes with some pretty blank plain outfits that you can accessorize with these stickers or temporary tattoos. And yeah, I do not see this tramp stamp tattoo that is in this picture, and I don't think giving her this name, Tramp Stamp Barbie, is appropriate or fair, because nowhere on the packaging do we see our Barbie have a lower back tattoo. So I don't know who created that image and why it's circulating and why it gets brought up whenever this doll gets brought up. But there was also a Nikki in this collection as well. You know, when I was a kid, I would take like Sharpies and pens and I would draw tattoos on my Barbies. I would even take a little needle, a literal needle, because I knew that that's how real tattoos worked. I used to take needles and try to carve tattoos into my Barbies and then like fill it in with pens. You know, a kid who wants to tattoo their Barbie will find a way. Oh, this is for the shirts. This is something where you can put the shirts on this and then close this so that way the shirt doesn't like move around. Cool. And then this is our tattooing machine. I don't know. Oh, is it like a wind-up toy? It looks like a squirt gun almost. Yeah, you probably fill it with water and then you pull the trigger and then it probably soaks this, but we'll find out. There's instructions, and she comes with these little tattoos that I think are for her. And then we've got these bigger ones right here that we could put on ourselves or on the clothes, I'm assuming. But I mean, like, we've got a cupcake, a bunny, a butterfly, you know, what is inappropriate about this? Nothing provocative about these tattoos, if you ask me. That's just my opinion. Okay, she's out, and I think she's also really pretty. I love her makeup. It's very shimmery, very glam. We've got this plain top and then these nice denim pants right here. We've got a denim skirt, and then we've got a whole bunch of other shirts, this pink top, this purple one with the bow, this turquoise, like teal one with the flower. Very cute. Okay, so let's read our instructions and figure out how this works. So yes, okay, we do fill the tattoo stamper with water. So let me fill this up with some water. Now, which tattoo do I want? Let's just do this little cupcake down here. I think that's cute. So you put the tattoo in there and you close it up like that. Then it says that you need to crank this until it stops. So we'll do like an inner wrist tattoo. And then it says push it. I don't know what this... I was not expecting that to happen. What's happening? Okay. Continue pressing until the stamper timer stops. So it's a timer. And then slowly roll the tattoo stamper off your skin. Oh my gosh. I don't know if... Ooh, it's leaking. Oh my god, my skin is like sticking to it. I don't think it worked. Yeah, that did not work. Let's try that again. It says the sponge at the end of the tattoo stamper needs to be wet. Oh, it says press the trigger several times. I wonder if like there's no more water. Look at this. Like, it would just be easier to dip it in water. I'm just gonna dip it in water. I think that's good enough. Now. Oh my gosh. It worked. It's a little low. Yeah, it's very low. I should have put it up here. But, okay. There's my little cupcake. Oh, I love this. I do want to give her a back tattoo. Let's take off her top. Sorry, I don't know why we're seeing so many topless dolls today. I don't need to show you the front. You know, we're doing experiments here today. This is all for learning, demonstrational purposes. But let's do this tattoo right here. I feel like this could be cool. Hopefully it'll work. Oh yeah, just because like her back has the indent on it. I don't think this would work, but let's just try it anyways. We'll crank this up. Here we go. I don't think it's gonna work. Ooh, no. That was a major fail. It's easier when you're pushing against skin, but when you're pushing against this hard plastic, it's not really gonna work. That's okay, because we've got these stickers right here that we can give her. Let's definitely tattoo the skirt. These ones could be cool, like in the bottom corner of the skirt. And then we're supposed to put the part of the clothing that we want in here, but like this doesn't really stay. This won't really stay shut. I don't think we need, I don't think we need this. We can just try to do it on this. I think that should be fine. Okay. Okay. Oh no. That didn't work at all. Let's maybe try it on the shirt. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This looks really cute, actually. I think that worked really well. Sorry, obviously the shirt's a little wet up there in the top, but this came out pretty good. I feel like it's exactly in the place where I wanted it. Let's do one on this top. I hope this will be centered enough. Okay, good. I don't think it looks good. It's just like randomly in the middle. I kind of wish it was closer up to the top, but that's okay. You know, it's all about experimenting. I'm just gonna try one more on the skirt. So I think we'll just do it for like an extra 30 seconds maybe, or an extra minute. Okay, let's see if this worked. Okay, it did work. It's a little, again, not exactly where I wanted it. I wish it was a little further down in the corner. It's just kind of hard to like eyeball how much space you've got. It's fine. It's whatever. You get the idea. Okay, first, here's our top with the tiara and then the skirt with the little butterfly tattoo. Cute. Okay, this top is still a little wet, but we've got the stars in the corner down there. I love it. Okay, let's try to use these and give her a little sleeve moment. We can start with this little heart. Cute. Let's do a cupcake. Okay. And we'll probably maybe just do like a half sleeve. You know, my placement may not be the greatest, but we're getting there. Okay, let me keep putting on more. Okay, we've used all of the stickers possible. Here is her half sleeve, and yes, unfortunately there was not enough to do the inner part of the arm, but that's okay. It's the part that you see. She can pose for a photo doing like an over the shoulder look. I love this so much. I'm not gonna lie. This was probably one of the most fun dolls on this list today. Okay, so there we go. These are our strange, unique, maybe cool dolls. Let me know if you think these dolls are actually strange, or if you think some of them are really cool. I just had so much fun with these dolls, and these weren't even made for adult collectors. They were made for children, and I'm sure as a child I would have loved playing with all of these. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.